Howdy, howdy, fellas. Got a World of Warships Legends match today in the BA Hovercraft, an altered Vladivostok. I'm running the new Wakamo Commander with a secondary build. Oh, you know what? I don't think I had Brawler in this one. I think I had the range skill. I've got it set up for Brawler right now because I don't know, not fully happy, but it's that some guns, mostly secondaries. Yeah, BA Hovercraft. It's a Vladivostok with secondaries, which is kind of cool. Got it in one of the free crates. But yeah, I like that commander. So as you saw in her unique skill adds, I don't know, it does another thing. I don't even remember what it does, but it adds a repair party and a DCP. Now you can also pick up 2 from the third row skill, and her base trait, a little bit of turret traverse and reduced fire damage. Oh, her unique skill adds damage if you're on fire. That's what it does, which is actually kind of cool. So on the whole, I quite like her as a commander. She does a lot to address the on-paper issues I have with the Soviet battleships. But we'll see in this match, I'm just not sure I'm cut out for these. Like, I'm not going to go all the way to say that the game doesn't favor these. I think there are, like anything, I'm sure there are people that can bring out the strengths of the ships. I'm just not sure how the game works right now. These ships are amazing. You know, I'd certainly love to be wrong. I'm only at sign-up in the tech tree line, so I am by no means a Soviet expert. I'm not a battleship expert. Like this is definitely my weakest class. But the reason that I've done this match, I've played a handful of standard matches in it, and I actually played a lot of ranked. I enjoyed it in ranked. I ended up with the season like 94% win rate. I played BA Hovercraft for the last half. I don't think I lost a match in it. There was like 1 or 2 that maybe I should have, but I think I actually ended up... I know one was a like which team can lose more, but it was fine. So anyway, we're here. You can see right now, one of the big problems that I have with this ship is the firing angles of the secondaries, and honestly the main guns aren't amazing, but the secondaries are quite bad. That's a good hit on the flander, but it's like, whatever, you can do that in a lot of battleships. And we're just getting like bully burned down. I don't care how good my armor is when angled. There's I think that's an Akazuki that's in smoke out there. I wasn't sure if it was a cruiser or destroyer while I was doing it, but looking through the rest of the match and how this goes like that, I'm pretty sure that's the Akazuki. Flander, and then the carrier, of course. I'm at half health. Like, I just don't know that this concept of this like armored wedge that goes in and is angled when you've got carriers that can ignore angles and you've got enough aggressive fire spamming ships that ignore angles. Like, you know, you see I've got 2 fires. I had 3 fires. It's just like, yes, this is probably an extreme example. I've got a Flander and an Akazuki on me. Flander at close range, Akazuki. My secondaries aren't firing at him at all. Again, flawed this ship. Knocks a turret. Oh, me and turrets. I recorded a whole bunch of clips in the ranked where I lost a turret and got full pins on somebody else and didn't knock a turret. I might make a compilation of that at some point. And then look at this. So it's just like the carrier just wrecked me for whatever that was, 10, 12, 15k. I don't even know. It felt like a million. It's just like, what's the point? You know, what's the point of this close range brawling battleship when the destroyer can, like, cool, I push into the cap on this flank. I'm protecting my side. The Flander can just roll in and set me on fire. The Akazuki sees me and just smokes up and sets me on fire, and the carrier just flies over everything else and hits me for 10,000 and sets me on fire. What's the point? Like, why would I play a Soviet battleship? Oh, and this salvo, this is literally the shot that I was like, oh yeah, this is a video. sure, the Soviet battleships have that improved dispersion close in, but like you still get crazy salvos. Admittedly, this is with a secondary build, so there's nothing in the guns, but, well, that one. Yeah, these two back to back. What is that? He's 4 kilometers away. Yeah, that's not good. And that's been my feeling on a lot of these as I play them. Just not enough of the strengths to make up for the weaknesses. The reload's long, the limited DCP, but admittedly with this build, I think this is actually better in my preference. Those two on the right just went right over and didn't even hit. Yeah, this sequence was like, alright, this is why these ships drive me. Turret knock, yep. And again, I am not claiming to be an expert, but like this is where I consistently end up with why. Long reload, a lot of drawbacks. Hey, we knocked a turret. 4th try, 3rd try, this is the charm, whatever that was. Yeah, oh my gosh. Can we live? Can we get to the heal, or does the video end before the match does? No, we get the heal off. And then this is like the 3rd. I don't know if the Vlad has better heals. I don't think it does, and I think it only has the 2 stock 2s. It's like, that's not a good heal. You know, if these things had better reload, better firing angles, better AA, you know, 1 more heal stock. There's just like a lot of things that if they were a little bit different, maybe they're worth. But for me, as they stand, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I occasionally get the like flashes of brilliance out of them, and it's cool, and it's like, okay, that's really neat. But by and large, I just don't. I don't feel like the drawbacks are worth it most of the time. And most of what I've done in this ship, I could have done in the Flander or Massachusetts. And on it, I have the Rodney. The Rodney, in a lot of ways, is like what I want the Soviet battleships to be. I feel like if I'm in the Rodney and I catch up to you, you're dead. As long as I'm not broadside, you're dead. And that's what my impression of the Soviet battleships has always been, but the reality of it is certainly not. Cool, Citadel on that. But again, that's any battleship. But yeah, the Rodney really does what I always wanted, expected these to do. They're reasonably fast, have a decent rudder, and again, like, they're not bad. I'm not the best. I'm just not convinced. Like, I don't know. I'd love to see something, a little something on these. But maybe I'll finish off the sign off. I've had a few decent matches in it, but still, I don't love the low tier ones. But maybe we'll finish that off and get to the Vlad. That was good. Yeah, good salvo. Fine. Yep, that's good. Love the accuracy on that. Dev strike, like, it's not awful, but I just, on the consistency, I find too often, like the beginning of the match, sliver of health, carriers, fires, and everything else. I'm not convinced.